All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from our homes. My name's Will DeFreeze. On the screen in front of me, Dave.
Today I got a little choose your own adventure, Will. We've got the homemade cold brew, or we have the piping hot drip coffee.
You know, I got to
do a little bit of both.
You got to pull pipe, dude.
Get your drip up, Dave.
I'm going coffee suey.
Man, your mouth is just totally confused. Hit it with the hot and the cold back to back. Like, what's going on?
More questions than answers in my mouth right now.
What? Any questions or answers you want to reveal to us?
Yeah, like what's all this liquid, man? Like is it hot? Is it hot or is it cold? What's the deal?
What do we do?
Come on.
We also got Dylan Shivery in the building. What it do?
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? I'm happy to be here and happy to report that Parks and I both got tested for COVID, rapid test, and it turns out we are negative, which is positive.
So you explained it on the Patreon yesterday why we were
unremarkable
taking precautions of being at home.
Yeah.
Explain that for the people at home, because there's some other people who don't really realize what we're doing.
Yeah, so over the weekend I hung out with a family member who just after the weekend started showing symptoms of being really sick. Has not yet tested positive for COVID, but he probably has it. And so, just out of caution, we are staying home just to make sure that I'm not getting anybody else sick. And part of that process was Parks and I getting tested. So we did that yesterday. And he did not like the stick up to his brain, basically through the nasal cavity. But turns out we're negative, which is huge. Obviously, it's not a foolproof system. It's not perfect. So we're going to remain at home for a little bit. And stay quarantined.
You should get tested today too, just to be safe.
Until we're sure that this thing
is
tomorrow. So yeah, man, the test sucks. I mean, it's not like super painful or anything, but man, it sucks.
Where does the end point of the thing go?
It really feels like it's like up in your brain. It tickles like crazy.
It's like auto tears.
Like I didn't know my nasal went that far back.
Oh yeah.
Basically.
You guys are sinus privileged. I'm tired of this whining, Dylan. Goodness gracious, man.
Did I just hear Brett Merriman's voice?
Yeah, hey guys. What's
Welcome
going on?
back, Brett.
Thanks for having me.
Is that Brett or is it Brett's younger brother? After that haircut, it looks like he lost about 12 years.
12 years, 12 pounds later. Yeah, it was time. Shouts to Barrett Dudley of the Club Cool podcast on the Wash Media Network for the hookup with the salon. He didn't cut my hair.
I'm bummed that you got a haircut, dude.
You know what?
It was time.
It makes sense that you and Barrett are going to the same guy. Y'all, he kind of has that guy has a little bit of a flair he puts into his styles. And I'm looking at it now, and I'm seeing a little bit of Club Cool's own Barrett Dudley.
Yeah, it was shouts to Sherry. So it was a girl, but yeah, I mean, she killed it. She crushed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see. I mean, it's weird, just like my neck. You know, I'm Summer of Tan Brett, and my neck is just super pale. So I got to figure out how to do that.
When does the sun turn into a tan, though?
Well, it was. Now my pool's closed, so it's back to apartment Brett. So I'm literally just sitting here for the next week and a half.
Translucent Brett is back in the building.
Yeah, it's not Summer of what was the character that Randy made yesterday? Summer Brett, where my face and arms were just beet red.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Mortal Kombat spoof that Randy did, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/washmedia. It's Randy put a lot of work into this, and I think it paid off to all the people that were complaining about not having certain characters there. Someone's like, we need Frat Dave. It's like, dude, Frat Dave's in there. Click through.
Frat Dave's in there.
youtube.com/washmedia. Go make it happen. You can also watch every single episode on there. Just do it. Like and subscribe.
What does the Frat Dave fit look like? I don't remember it.
You'll have to go watch, man.
Yeah,
don't
subscribe.
Backwards cap.
No, it's probably a Brooks Brothers 2-button polo and Andrew
you have Chubbies
shorts.
on? You have
No.
Chubbies on, don't you?
Probably, dude, Ralph Lauren Andrew, man. 6-inch inseam.
Is that what it is? How do you know that?
Actually, it's 5. I think it might be 5, honestly.
The Andrew, they had a 5 that were very popular.
Damn, I don't know the models of Ralph Lauren shorts. Do I need to step my game up?
Dylan used to wear the
That's
Tyler
why.
shorts.
Dude,
Dylan was a Tyler short guy.
What
Of
is
course,
that?
names like Andrew.
Yeah.
The Tyler short was like the one that the guys who were scared to go all out. It was like down to your kneecap. It was like, dude.
Oh, that was definitely me. That was definitely me. Man, I didn't have thighs that I was proud of. Man, the really short shorts are coming back. There were some cool high school, some cool teens at the COVID testing center yesterday. And they had like these cool bandanas that were using as face masks, and they had shorts, Columbia shorts that were way up there, man.
PFG.
So they're back. Maybe, I'm not sure. Probably.
Hey, are y'all following my new Twitter feed? PFG commenter. Where it's just like it's a parody of like, outdoors takes and stuff, like, just the outdoor world and like the Twitter followers and commenters in that realm. Check it out.
I can't wait to hop in that. Can't wait to.
Are you a member of Dutch Unlimited?
No, but I could name you about 30 people off the top of my head that had that duck head or mallard head on their car, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And they only joined so that they could get that sticker and put it on their car. They didn't join for any other reason.
That's exactly right.
It's like my least favorite sticker, along with I've always been confused by the people that put Apple stickers on their car, because every single Apple product used to come with a sticker, and it's like, yeah, I own an iPhone. It's like, yeah,
Or the Oakley ones. The Oakley O, like, are they paying you to advertise for them? Like, why are you putting that on your truck, man?
Dylan, you had a Fox Racing sticker.
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, you do. You're a big
Dave,
Fox Racing guy.
Dave has a Salt Life sticker on his Jeep.
Yeah, I'm proud of it.
Salt Life, dude. Imagine how living the Salt Life.
I
Who is
can't.
it? Oh man, that would be a funny bet payoff. A funny bet payoff would be you have to have a Salt Life sticker on your car for a month.
What is Salt Life? Is it just a clothing brand?
Yeah.
Fucking lifestyle, Dylan.
No, that's a great fantasy football loss, that you have to get your car wrapped in something.
Oh,
We had in our league, one of our proposals was to do the family stick figures. You got to put on your car for a full year.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
fun. That would just suck. I would be so bummed if every time I looked in my rearview mirror, if I saw those things, I'd just be so bummed out.
Just me and the homie and Stella back there.
Yeah. No,
I think pound
Calvin and Hobbs peeing one.
Oh
on like the
god.
Detroit Tigers logo. Pound for pound, though, West Texas has the best car stickers I think I've ever seen.
Oh, dude, Permian Greatness, dude. Follow Permian Greatness on Instagram. It's a great follow.
The classic is like I'd rather my husband's a pipeline guy. What is it?
It's
I'd
all
rather be on the.
It's all like
the rig.
blank pipe puns that are just unbelievably like blatant and not subtle. It's just
That's terrible.
it's the most absurd thing, and it's all true, dude. Even living in Lubbock, we would get some of that. Like just the dudes, the oil and gas services guys. You'd see their trucks; they'd be back for like 3 days before they went off to the fields, and it's just like the most aggressive sticker. I don't understand that lifestyle at all.
Well, what I don't get is why every single Tesla in Austin has a vanity plate. Every single one of them. And it's just like, what? Like, why? Do they push that in the dealership? Are they like, hey, you want a vanity plate? Like, get something. But it's so weird. I saw one the other day that was just AUS, the letter or the 10, so Austin, TX. And I'm like, what? Are you so proud of like Austin that you're going to get a license plate that says that on it?
Wait, I saw the same one. We must have been leaving work or something when we saw it, because I definitely saw that.
It's just like,
Dude,
I don't get why Teslas like have the customer who just wants to have a custom license plate.
yeah. We get it. Like, you're doing well. You have a Tesla. It's an electric car. It's a very expensive automobile. Like, you don't have to like further distinguish yourself with the custom vanity. Like, get out of here.
I tried to get Wilmons, but it was too long, so I had to just go with the normal license plate.
Damn, that's too bad, man.
I know.
Hey, I'm thinking about getting this. I don't know if you can see it. It says butt snorkeler.
That's good.
That is courtesy of Permian_greatness on Instagram. There is a guy right now driving around in like Midland, Odessa, with a butt snorkeler sticker on his. Wow.
I mean, I would have never come up with the term butt snorkeler myself. We also didn't know what cake eater meant yesterday, and Brett enlightened us to why people say the word cake eater.
Yeah,
I
but
just
upon
feel
further
like-
review, I don't know if I think we're using it differently too, me and my buddies.
Yeah, who knows? It doesn't really
I
matter.
just feel like you're not going to get much air down there. You know, if you're trying to butt snorkel.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't work.
Easy to suffocate, right? There's a better way to
breathing.
get oxygen. Was what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, the maintenance of that just sounds kind of, annoying. But anyway, let's talk about some programming notes real quick. Everyone needs to go follow at Circling Back Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure to leave a review and 5-star rating. We've actually gotten some pretty entertaining reviews in the last couple of days. Go mash that review button. Also, we launched a new podcast on the Wash Media Network yesterday. You guys ready for this? So many screens. Real Cat Pat, J.R. Hickey. Go check it out. It's number 10 on the TV charts right now on Apple Podcasts. It's on the new and noteworthy on the front page of TV and movies as well. Just go make it happen. Go give them a listen. There's been 2 episodes so far. One is got King of Staten Island and some other hungover
Staten
stuff.
Island.
Now another one's Hamilton.
Oh.
Fucking Hamilton.
We should probably
What
do
is
Hamilton,
happening?
huh?
Well, I started watching it last night, boys, and I got to say, any take that I had about it prior, which I'm sure I've had numerous bad takes about Hamilton prior to this, I take it all back. Like, all of it. I can't.
Is it heat?
Help it. Yes, dude. Every single person on stage has bars. And like, not just like Broadway bars. This is bars. Like, if you were in a freestyle battle with them, they're just going to undress you every single time.
Wait, they bring that kind of heat? I didn't know that.
Yes, Dylan. Like, it blew my mind. And just the amount of talent on stage that's all going on at one time, it actually blew my mind. And I was like, man, I feel like a jerk now for ever saying anything negative about this, because it's crazy. I didn't finish it last night. We started kind of late. And honestly, it's a lot to watch. I think seeing it in person would make me sweat.
I have a really, really stupid question about Hamilton.
Make you
Is the
sweat.
movie version, is it just the musical like on stage filmed, or is it an actual like movie production of the play?
That is a dumb question. No, I'm just kidding. It is the actual play on stage, and
Okay.
it's done with numerous cameras. I don't know if it was done with an actual audience or not, but I can't tell, and I haven't done the research. But it's actually on the stage, and it was pretty amazingly done from what I saw. But we got only partway through the first act before we thought it was a good time to pause and resume it later.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do
Go
it.
in, dog.
Dylan, you weren't that far off, because they're actually shooting it in 3D and they're going to release it in the IMAX theaters.
Dude, that'd be tight. I would 100%.
What up, David?
Last bit of programming, guys. Happy Hour Live. Tonight, it's breakfast night. We're still giving away air fryers. Send in your breakfast. Make sure to tag Circling Back Pod. Make sure to put it on an Instagram story, tweet it at us, DM us, whatever. I'm sure Brett's already got 1 million submissions, because I was clicking into our DMs the other day, and I was shocked by how many breakfasts there were. But time to bring it.
I say this every week, bro.
I don't know why we're doing it, because breakfast tacos are going to win.
I think
I say this every week. It's
What?
the most competitive week I've seen.
Wow.
last week's overall dishes were the best I've seen yet. I was so happy with what was going on there.
In the desserts.
Yes.
I by the way, other programming note, I think this is the last air fryer giveaway.
Woo! Get it in while you can, everybody.
So yeah, get it in while you can. I believe we're gonna have to switch the prize after this. We had like a 10-piece allotment of air fryers, to put it in fast food terms, and I think we're hitting that point.
So they don't operate with the same way that Popeyes operates with their 10-piece. They don't just give you 12.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's a bummer. That's all right though. I understand. Either way,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, nothing I was going to say was important.
I was just going to say if we should do a Chris Harrison barbecue one. So it's the Chris Harrison barbecue challenge presented by Circling Back that Chris Harrison is not approved. And the winner not only gets an air fryer, maybe we'll just buy him one, but Chris Harrison comes back on our podcast. So it's kind of a win-win.
I don't think he's going to come back on anymore.
Dude, he loved us.
He did, but then he had to scamper out of town, and he was just all stirred. I'm worried that we're never going to talk to him again in person.
Make a few calls.
He has a brew house in Dallas now. I don't know how it's doing in light of uncertain times, but we could do a live event from there. We could just package this up. Brett, I'm doing your job for you.
Yeah.
I'm making it easy, baby.
I'm doing your job too because I'm on the podcast. But I was just say, Dylan, speaking of brew houses in Dallas, you wanted this on the run sheet. The Bottled Blonde in Houston that's opening up.
I don't believe I asked for that. That's more up Dave's alley, I think. But good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It just opened in Houston? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
I think it's under construction.
It was supposed to open in July 2020. And I will go on record saying that I will never go to Bottled Blonde ever again. After they turned me down my dress code last time, which I'm sorry, but I was better dressed than 90% of the people in that place. After they turned me down, I'm just out.
Yeah, I've always said that's time to. Wow. That was bad.
Okay, one of
3
you.
for 3.
Parks, you got to be quiet.
I was just saying I was shocked that there wasn't a Bottled Blonde in Houston.
Yeah, I was actually shocked that there wasn't one either. It doesn't make sense that there wasn't one in Houston already. Whatever.
Did you get turned away from the Dallas one? Is that for the meetup?
Yep. Yeah, apparently you're not allowed to wear I don't know, anything. A Filson jacket over a cashmere sweater just doesn't fly with them. So who knows? Yeah. Let's talk about MeUndies real quick. Have you ever seriously considered the underwear that grazes your nether regions? I bet you haven't. You've got some important stuff down there, you know. Thankfully, MeUndies has, they have some very special stuff, which is why they're changing the game with softer than soft, sustainable undies and fun prints like unicorns and lots of other colors that can be totally comfy being you inside and out. Are you guys wearing any MeUndies right now? I'm only wearing MeUndies on my downstairs right now. I have no pants on, and I'm just sitting in MeUndies in my apartment.
I'm wearing the MeUndies pajama pants. Check that out.
That's
so
huge.
soft.
I always forget. Every time I see you and you're on a camera, Dylan, you're always, whenever you stand up to go do something, you always have your MeUndies pajama pants on every single time.
I keep going back to them because they're just extremely soft. I love wearing them. So.
Well, the worst thing ever is an empty underwear drawer because it's all in your dirty laundry. Well, good thing you can just get a MeUndies membership and eradicate that terribleness forever. A MeUndies membership is a monthly subscription that sends new pairs right to your door so you can keep your underwear drawer stocked, fresh, and fun. Plus, with member access to site-wide savings and exclusive deals, you can easily and affordably build a quality collection of super soft underwear over time. And that's one heck of an upgrade. If you ask us, MeUndies offers matching pairs where you and your partner can even order undies with the same exact prints. So in other words, match your bottom half to your better half. Look at that. Yeah, Dave, we should have done that. We should have done this for our significant others' birthdays. We messed up.
Real missed oppo.
That's all right. For everyone else out there who wants it, to get 15% off your order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/circlingback. That's MeUndies.com/circlingback.
Can I say that the Bottled Blonde going to Houston is not that big of a surprise as someone who I've been out in Houston. They have like bars that are just like Bottled Blonde, like Clutch or whatever it is. They've got a Clutch down there, which is basically the same thing, maybe a little bit more of a TV component. But I don't know. I thought I couldn't believe this because Houston has like the douche bar scene that Austin and Dallas has too.
It's almost worse. No, it's not worse than Dallas.
I'll get heat for that.
Houston's.
No, it's not worse than Dallas.
Houston's is definitely worse than Austin's douche bar scene.
Yeah, you're right.
Talk Brooks Brothers real quick. We talked about him earlier for Frat Dave.
I thought we were deleting this because it's just a little too close to home.
I know, Dave. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
So
man.
what's the story here?
They're filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. So they have been hit by the coronavirus outbreak, COVID-19. Some are calling it very hard, and I'm hoping they just pivot to full Joseph A. Banks and just do a buy one get 17 suits free business model.
I mean, I'd be fine with that. And is their entire section going to be like the sales section now? Because that would be huge for your boy. I could use some upgrades on some staple products like dress shirts and stuff like that.
I can't believe that the store that sells the little gentleman's handbook right up by the cash register is filing for bankruptcy.
Do they really sell that by the cash register?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Of course they did. Well,
Man, living in San Marcos for a few years, they had an outlet store down there, and there was a Brooks Brothers outlet store, and man, it was like a weekly trip. We used to blow that place up.
what did you guys just get like a truck and just put people in the bed of it and just roll up to Brooks Brothers and go ham?
Not that far off, honestly.
Yeah, we had a couple guys who actually worked there too, so we would finagle a discount out of them. It was a whole deal. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Dude, Brooks Brothers and the Polo Outlet were both right there.
Yeah.
frat ground zero.
Did Brooks Brothers like become not cool to wear in the last 3 years? Because I had some of their dress shirts, but I thought at some point it was like a joke to wear Brooks Brothers.
No,
I mean,
I
It's
stopped
just very-
wearing them because they don't fit well and they have really long tails, and I'm not a tuck boy, so I just can't. I probably have 5 or 6 in my closet that I haven't touched in 7 years.
but in terms of quality and in terms of getting like dress clothes, I would say that they never went out of style in terms of that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, like their logo. I don't know. Why is their logo what their logo is? I feel like this is something Dave would know.
You're right, but unfortunately I'm going to let you down on this because I don't know. It's a sheep, right? It's the sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't they just have like Travis Scott just do like an entire clothing line like Kanye did with the Gap? I feel like that just solved all the Gap's problems.
Catch me falling into the Gap.
Does Kanye running for president like affect his Gap venture at all? If I'm the Gap, I'm like, okay, wait, like we just signed a 10-year deal with you, and now you're going to run for president. That's kind of going to tank our business.
Well, you saw his platform, right? It's to he wants to bring together the haves and the have-nots, so he's going to try to bridge that gap.
Oh man, it's really so. A president's saying that he would, or a presidential candidate saying that he would bring two sides together.
Exactly, uniter, not a divider.
Man, it would be so weird to have Kanye as president, just having some dude that's just unhinged and will say anything at any given point.
This is going to be like when Trump announced that he was running. I didn't believe it until like it was actually time to go to the polls. I thought he was going to back out. That was all just one big publicity stunt. And that's how I am with Kanye. I won't believe it until I actually see his name on the ballot.
I don't think you're going within Texas. They're not. It's too late for him to even get his name on the ballot.
That's tough.
Okay.
That's tough. It's a lot of electoral votes.
It's a tough scene if you're trying to vote for Kanye in Texas.
Correct. My Brooks Brothers story is that's where I met Rudy Giuliani. Speaking of presidential campaigns,
I don't.
Got a few of those, Dave.
Yeah, I don't even care about this anymore, Dave, because the only politician that I've ever wanted you to meet, you had the chance to meet and you turned it down.
who?
Beto.
Dude, he was with his kid.
At Chick-fil-A.
Dude,
Chick-fil-A at the airport.
but dude, imagine the kid just being like, "Oh man, my dad's getting gassed up by the hostess circling back right now."
Dude, he does not know who we are. He was like 4.
Dude,
Is that Gardner Snake Dave?
that's Dave of Dave's Unnamed Sports Podcast right now.
Dad, that's D-Man.
Do you think his son calls him Beto? I could see. His dad. I could see Beto making his son call him by his first name because he thinks it's cool.
You know, the weird thing about that was that he was in line at Chick-fil-A to get his kid Chick-fil-A. He did not eat Chick-fil-A. He went to Panera that was next door.
Oh,
and it was the biggest red flag. And I'm wondering if he was doing that as like, because, Chick-fil-A's, a lot of people boycott Chick-fil-A because of their former political donations, their campaign donations. I'm wondering if like that was his moral stand, but he was like, the kid wants Chick-fil-A. We get the kid Chick-fil-A.
dude, imagine passing on those tendies for glorified hospital food. Can't.
Dave, you're welcome. By the way, me having my wedding on a Sunday opened up you having hungover Chick-fil-A in the airport.
Thank you for that. That was great. That was the best pre-flight meal I've ever had.
Yeah, we did the exact same thing.
Brooks Brothers shirts were like parachutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had to size.
They were the blousiest.
Like I would buy a large in any other brand, but it would be definitely a small. And my dad would hand stuff down to me from Brooks Brothers, and every single thing he gave to me, I was just absolutely swimming in. And he would be like, "Oh, it's kind of a classic style," and I'm like, "Dad, dude, I look like Steve Harvey right now. I can't be wearing that."
Will's
they go down to my
comedy.
Dude, they go down to my knees, man. You absolutely have to tuck them in.
Dude, it's really frat though to tuck in your Brooks Brothers like blousey shirt into your chubbies and then have the tails of your shirt coming out of the bottom.
Into your 5-inch Andrews.
Well, I'm just thinking of like a director's cut Kings of Comedy where you walk out there in a Brooks Brothers shirt and you're just like, all right, we're back. And the crowd's just going nuts. They introduced the 5th King of Comedy, Will DeFreeze.
Yeah, I don't think that would go very well. Something tells me that I don't have the chops to hop on stage and do a stand-up routine, but who knows?
Oh shit. Yeah, dude. They never really adjusted to the slim fit. I don't understand.
Yeah. They have a store in the Detroit airport, which I'm hoping that they're still open when I go there. Yeah. I want to go hit that store up when we go to Detroit in a couple of weeks.
It's next to the PGA Superstore.
Yeah. It's like it's a great spot if you're looking to blow some cash over a layover. As if flight's not enough. Like I'm going dumb in Brooks Brothers in the Delta terminal.
Double TFM.
Dude, yeah. If anytime you can hit a lob wedge from a Brooks Brothers to a PGA store, you're just living right.
God, that's frat.
Especially that tight fountain too that just spits in the holes.
Yeah. Say what you want about Detroit as a city.
What's this fountain?
Yeah, the fountain.
Will knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what
spits in the hole.
I might not have phrased it the way Brett phrased it.
How would you? I mean, what? How else are you gonna phrase it?
Disrespectful.
The way
it's little water streams that goes and it lands in a hole.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate to say this, but like I wouldn't have phrased it. But now that Brett's put it like that, that's kind of exactly what it looks like.
That's a classic mall fountain. I know exactly. I can picture that in my head.
You guys need to come visit me in Michigan at some point, just solely so you can go through the tunnel in the Detroit airport that just has like the wild lights and weird show. It's so bizarre.
All right. I think we should just do like Dave travels to airports and solves the mysteries. Like Detroit, he just gets high and goes through the tunnel. Then we go to Denver and he solves like those mysteries.
Which one gives me corona?
All of them.
Yeah, I get some like airborne disease at every hotel.
Yeah,
every airport. Oh shit!
Doing that type of content during a pandemic.
Let's go. I'm the Dan Cortez of airports.
You could just go to every single Chili's too, or Buffalo Wild Wings in those airports.
Dude, just send me to Love Field and let me just hang out there.
If you could work remotely from Love Field, I would do it.
The next live blog you do, Will, has got to be Love Field.
I did one from a Chicago. I think it was what's that shitty Italian restaurant that people go to?
Maggiano's.
Sally, tell me what it is. What was it? Yeah, it was Chili's. I was wrong. I was thinking of Macaroni Grill in Chicago, which kind of stinks.
Oh, dude, Macaroni Grill is just not that bad. It was a date spot in high school for me.
I have no control.
Maggiano's isn't bad. Yeah,
it's not. It's not.
I mean, I feel like being a chain. It's premier. That's premier chain food.
I didn't talk shit on Maggiano's, did I?
I did.
No,
I did. I apologize. I should take that back because as far as high school dates go, if I wanted to stay local, it was Macaroni Grill. But if it was like an anniversary, we're driving to North Park Mall, baby. We're driving into Dallas, and we're going to Maggiano's or P.F. Chang's. Those are your two options there.
I'm imagining Dave just like with a beads of sweat on his blousey pink Brooks Brothers button down, just walking into a Macaroni Grill about to go dumb.
Remember when we went to Dallas for a meetup and we decided just to walk through the mall for several hours?
That was fun.
like we were 14.
The worst hangover ever.
Why did we do that? Because was it solely because Klein wanted to go to Lululemon?
He wanted to flex Lululemon discount on us.
Yeah.
And we walked by the Chang's like 4 times, and we like talked ourselves out of going in each time we walked by it.
Dude, we almost went in.
Wait, Will, didn't you buy some pants specifically to wear that night, and then you didn't wear them or something?
No, I went to go to J. Crew to go buy some pants because I had forgotten to pack any chinos. Funny enough, I forgot to buy bring chinos to the meetup, and so I went to go get some. And the pants in J. Crew were more expensive in the store than they were online. And I was like, well, I'm not having that. And so I just went to Lululemon and bought a new pair of joggers.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love that pivot. Just a hard pivot.
I got some joggers off that day too, man.
I didn't even try them on. I was like, oh, these are on discount. Here you go. Klein, go buy them for me. Thank you.
I didn't know you were on the Katy Trail, Dylan.
The what?
What?
The Katy Trail?
Never mind. Will, you were right about the coffee. I'm sorry. Real quick.
Let's get Dave out of here.
That one was over my head.
Yeah, it was over my head too. Oh, is this a tinky break?
It is, yeah. Hit the music, dog.
All right. We're going in on the music.
Man, I can't wait to go back to Dallas. That was fun.
Yeah, I will say this. Out of everything that I like in terms of work, I love being in the studio, and I miss that when we're not in the studio. But something that I've really been craving lately has just been another meetup. The meetups are hot sometimes, but they're so much fun.
Chicago has to happen ASAP.
Well, not ASAP. Or I guess ASAP works as soon as possible.
ASAP, considering, that's what those letters stand for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
mean, whether it's Chicago, Houston, wherever, maybe Kansas City, where our next story's from. We got Dave back in the building.
That was a fat tinky.
Yeah, man.
Power
Did
tank.
you go in the Gatorade bottle like right by your seat or something?
Dude, I thought about it. I've got this empty cup here, but it seemed like a little bit of a juvenile move.
Based on how much we can hear Randy panting, we would 100% hear you peeing into a cup, and everyone's just gonna be like, Dave, what are you doing right now?
You're like, why is Dave's mic muted? Why is he like kind of awkwardly like sitting up?
You guys want to talk about this snake that rang a dude's doorbell in Kansas City?
Yes.
Oh, I have not seen this.
So the headline is 4-foot snake rings Kansas man's doorbell, and he said it was not what he expected, which makes sense. Kyle Crane had a surprise home on Monday night, a 4-foot rat snake, which managed to set off his doorbell. What is a rat snake?
It's a non-venomous snake that eats rats, basically.
I was not expecting an answer there.
Small rodents.
It is atop the list of snakes that will get posted on Nextdoor. And like, hey, what's this snake? It's in my backyard. And people will be like, that's a rat snake. Don't kill it. They're great to have around.
Yeah.
It's like number one.
We've spotted a couple out at the ranch, I believe.
So
Is that the opposite of a coral snake, or is that a corn snake? What's the red touches black arrow K-Jack one?
you can identify a corn snake because it has a kilt on, and it's a part of a new metal.
Stop.
It's always singing "Ring Around the Rosies."
Coral snake's the one that's venomous, but it has a really small mouth, so it can't actually bite you.
They're very common in Austin. No, that's true. They're very venomous,
Okay.
but it's rare because they have to like bite you for an extended amount of time to get the venom in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
So you're probably okay
Okay.
around one, but yeah,
And,
they are
and I
venomous.
swear, I'm not joking. All my snake knowledge comes from the Nextdoor app. So if it's wrong, then it's Dale down the street gave me some bad intel.
I'm sure that this story originated in a Nextdoor thing, and then it started spiraling from there. Because the reason that this all like happened was because it was his Ring doorbell, which it says Crane has a Ring doorbell fitted with a camera and sensor, which allows homeowners to be alerted when there's motion outside and enables them to see who's at the door before answering it. On first inspection, he thought it was a lizard wandering across the bell. It was only when he opened the door that he realized he had a very long constrictor slithering over his device and door frame. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm going to go see who's knocking at my door, I'm kind of hoping that it's not a rat snake.
Was this story planted by Big Doorbell? Is that what happened here? Ring somehow
Big
leaked it?
Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Big Ring. Yeah.
I told you guys
Yeah,
I was
that's-
given a ring.
Do what?
I was given a Ring doorbell by my old neighbor who got evicted because he was a convicted felon and did not disclose that to the apartment complex. And so now he got evicted. He told me this all himself, at which point I was like, if you don't get kicked out, I'm going to have to talk to somebody because I don't really feel comfortable. And the reason that he gave it to me is because I'm 95% positive that he stole the package off of my front door from Amazon. And then he gave me the Ring doorbell as a security measure moving forward to throw me off of his scent that he actually stole it. But when they checked security footage, there was no footage at the exit or entrance where he would have been going. So it had to be somebody in the hallway. And weirdly enough, yeah, the convicted felon was living right next door and home at the time. Yeah.
That's a wild theory, but it makes sense somehow.
Now I'm the proud owner of a Ring doorbell at my apartment where nobody rings a doorbell.
Ring.
Ring.
I want one. I don't have one.
I can give you one.
Dude, I can hey, let's do what we did with Whoop and just gas them up. I have one. Awesome. So easy to use, easy to install. Big fan.
Yeah, I got this.
Bang.
I got this back door here, and it's easy to. I probably shouldn't announce this publicly, but it's easy to access. I don't have any blinds on my back window, so I feel like a Ring camera makes a lot of sense for me.
Is there any chance Rat Snake was actually a Jehovah's Witness?
Probably not, because it was a snake, but you never know, really.
But what if he witnessed
I think-
Jehovah?
Wow.
Makes you wonder.
I had one. We had one come by the other day.
What? A Jehovah?
What
What
is
was he
that?
asking for?
Hey, guy, just looking to see if you guys are interested in solar panels. We just installed some down the street, one of your neighbors, and it'll save you money on your energy bills.
You're like,
Was it the solar panel rat snake salesman?
Yeah, it was. And, we've got a real problem with solicitors in our neighborhood, and it's either lawn care, bug services, pest removal, or solar panels.
Yeah,
Pick
you would
your
have thought
poison.
the rat snake was more into like vermin removal, but no, it's solar panels.
You would have, man. In retrospect, that makes a lot more sense, Brett.
I think
They're going green, Brett.
Didn't he say
pivoted,
there were solar panels? Crush that.
That's absurd.
What out of all
Oh.
reptiles, what are you least excited to see ringing your doorbell when you're just sitting at home,
It's a
like,
snake.
making a cocktail?
Komodo dragon.
Yeah. See, a snake is not the right answer. A Komodo dragon ringing your doorbell is much
No.
more ominous.
Dude,
Yeah,
snakes
that's
are so
a problem.
creepy, man. Because snakes can be anywhere. You know, they can be like under a flower pot, and you have no idea. And
Snake-
they're just the creep factor. they're venomous, and the way they move around, they slither. They don't have any legs, but they can still get around. A little
Yeah,
tongues.
we understand how they work. Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
Dylan, especially your situation, like you just noted, your back door is easily accessible.
David.
No,
Stop.
I'm just saying, because, dude, that would be very scary for me if I had that and like you had a
Get your
snake.
mind out of the gutter, David.
You should find a backdoor cover.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
You should
Brett,
put a
you got
trail
one?
cam in
You
your
got
backyard, Dylan. Yeah, I thought you said you were putting a trail cam up back.
I need something like that.
Speaking of trail cam, Brett, did we ever figure out what was killing Jay Cutler's chickens?
A family of raccoons, David.
What did he do? Did he go nuclear or what?
It's hard to say. The story kind of died down after it wasn't something cool like a Sasquatch or a cougar. It was just raccoons, and I think he ended up trapping them and relocating them humanely, is what he
That's
said
nice.
in an Instagram post. No video evidence of that though, so he could have just blown their little faces off with a 12 gauge.
Jeez.
I think he killed him and then was like, shit. Well, like we kind of need a resolution to this because my PR is not exactly killing it right now. So I need to go find some raccoons and rehome them.
We have.
Do you have that? Go ahead. I want to
Go
hear
ahead,
Dylan's trapping
I
story.
was saying we have chickens out at the ranch, and they slowly disappear one by one. And pretty sure there's some bobcats that just come and
Chupacabra
snatch
likely.
him. Either that or a bobcat,
Mhm.
We
What about
spotted them
hyenas?
out there hanging out. No hyenas out there. Not in the hill country, Dave.
I
That's
didn't
like more
know-
like Africa.
I didn't know Bobcat Goldthwait had a place near you.
Hey guys.
Dylan did not like that.
You guys are so annoying.
What?
All of
What?
you.
You're not a big Bobcat Goldthwait fan? He was all over.
No one's ready.
Late
No
90s.
one's more ready to get back in the stew than Dylan.
Dude, you have no idea.
Never, dude.
It's been 2 days.
Never. We're staying here forever. We're a remote podcast now. I haven't told you guys. I'm moving
No.
to San Diego.
No,
Let's break the
you're not.
lease. We got to break the lease on that office.
We could go to Brooks Brothers and buy up all their like inventory and try to sell it out of the office.
Dude, let's buy up their debt.
Should we bear hug Brooks Brothers?
I don't think we have the funds for that.
Dylan, don't discuss our funds publicly. What the fuck?
Sorry, Dave.
Dave is
Unreal.
not impressed.
We talked about this.
So did you buy
I'm
the
sorry.
solar, Dave, by the way? I just wanted to follow up.
Yeah, he's up there slithering around. You can't hear him. He's installing them. He does it himself. It's kind of a one-stop shop.
Wow.
No shit. That's
If I lose power, if my mic gets muted, you know it's because
It's cloudy.
Terry's upstairs. Yeah, it's cloudy.
You pay him in rat?
Salesman rat snake.
What do you pay him?
Yeah, like, all sorts of rodent.
You just let him go down into your basement and find what he can get?
Rat tenders, legal rat tenders.
Okay.
It's a money
So he
and
rang-
rat joke.
It is combination. It's a combo platter of humor.
He just eats Frank Lucas.
Oh man.
American Gangster doesn't get enough cred.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Wait, was Frank Lucas a rat?
Yeah, he ended up ratting everybody out, I think.
That's right.
Yeah. Sorry. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen
Oh,
Hey! I mean, he wasn't exactly Italian mob, but dude, I loved it. I might lobby to get American Gangster on the stream room someday if we ever feel like doing a 3-hour movie. We'll see.
T.I. is in that movie.
TIP? Yeah, he's a son, right? Or like nephew or something.
Something.
Did he get fully canceled or did he just get canceled temporarily and now he's back?
No one's talking about it anymore, and he is apparently doing the IG hit battle with 50 Cent, which that's gonna be good.
Fiddy's got him though, right?
You think that, but dude, T.I.'s got some heat, but I think 50's probably got him just on recognizability. T.I. might be a little more regional, But yeah, that's going to be fun. Those are fun to watch if you have good artists doing them.
Can I ask a question about that? Do they
Yes.
just get random artists and pair them together, or do they have like a bracket that they do?
Pretty much like it's not. So it's like the first one was Swiss Beats and I think Timbaland, and they did one, and they were just kind of going back and forth on beats. And then they did T.I. versus Little John, and it's basically whoever will agree to it.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's fun. It was really fun during the first month of lockdown.
Let's talk about bird dogs real quick. Arf, arf.
Arf.
If you don't know about bird dogs by now, you should, because our faces are on TV promoting these things all the time. These are gym shorts with a built-in silky soft inner liner that makes underwear obsolete. And they also make the best pants I've ever worn now too. This is big. This is big for any of you guys out there who need some moisture-wicking pants with a built-in liner. I will tell you what, these bird dogs pants go hard and they fit great. A lot of times I get nervous about pants, especially pants that have like this moisture wicking kind of nice material, that they're not going to fit, or they're going to fit all baggy and stuff. Not these. I could wear these seamlessly and not have to worry about anything in terms of people being like, wait, is that dude wearing like gym pants? What's going on? No, these are classic chinos, great for grinding.
Also, they're
Dude,
shorts.
it's the
We
most
should do
grindable short.
That's what they say.
Will, we should go out on a golf course with you wearing bird dogs when it's like 105 and just do like the Will to Free Sweat Boy challenge in bird dogs to prove how actually moisture wicking they are.
Yeah, we could. I mean, I could do that, and we could take some other competitors' pants out there, and I guarantee I sweat through the competitors' pants before the bird dogs' pants. I saw Dylan wearing these, and he looked so stupid cheeked up in them.
Dude, guess what? They become my official hiking shorts because they're like great workout shorts. I wear them down to go swimming. I swim in them. They dry really fast on my walk back home. They're perfect.
They're
How
the
about
most versatile company in the game right now. Whether you're trying to get a walk off and a workout in, just lounging around the house, or even a tea time, get some bird dogs right now. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code STEAM, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs face mask. It's like a condom for your mouth. You'll get a free Bird Dogs face mask along with your pair of bird dogs. They're actually very quality masks. They feel like your auntie sewed it just for you. That's birddogs.com, promo code STEAM, and boom, a free Bird Dogs mask with your pair of bird dogs. You'll not take these things off, I promise you. We've talked about Bryson pretty much every day for the last, like, I don't know, however long, and I don't really care that we're continuing because last night, Brooks Koepka decided to enter the conversation. Dave, can you explain the situation to us?
Brooks Koepka has entered the chat. Am I right? Yeah, so Brooks and Bryson kind of have this little beef going back to beginning of the year. Maybe it was back last season. When, Bryson was kind of notoriously a slow player, might still be. And people were calling him out. Brooks called him out. Brooks called him out for sure because, Brooks was the alpha back then. And like I think the words "meet me on the," we could talk about it on the putting green, were uttered by Brooks. There was some awkwardness, and Bryson's been getting all the pub. He obviously won last week in Detroit, and Brooks has not played in the last couple of weeks due to a COVID positive test for his caddy. I don't know if he ever actually tested positive, whatever, but he just dropped a tweet last night, and people are saying this is what the kids call a subtweet. And it is a GIF or a GIF, if you're Dylan, of Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down. And it's just him looking really bloated, going after a cameraman. And it's like a news bite that says, Kenny Powers confronts steroid allegations. And there was no context for it. So widely regarded as a subtweet to Bryson, just kind of throwing a little fuel on the golf beef. And let me say this, I am here for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with this too. As over the Bryson, news and chatter that I am, I'm. It's just too much. But this is fun. He actually makes me like Brooks Koepka more. I haven't been a Brooks guy, but I'm liking Koepka more in light of the recent Bryson hype for some reason. I don't know why.
Not me. I still don't like Brooks as much as I did before. I think Brooks is just low rent, dude. Like how how much real estate does Bryson have in Brooks's dome just because he's getting bigger and like Dave said, he was not the alpha anymore. And it's just like, why are you so concerned with Bryson when you're not even playing against him right now? I'm sure he's not playing because of a 2-week quarantine thing and not just because like he needs a caddy or something. But it would have been pretty alpha had Brooks just started carrying his own bag and just playing without anybody.
That is a great call.
I just think Brooks is low rent. I just think that like he inserts himself into these conversations where he doesn't really need to be. And like if you're gonna actually go after Bryson, just go after him. Mention him. At the dude. He wants to be added at this point. Like I think Bryson's out there looking for a fight.
Does Brooks kind of feel like the guy who's like, no, I don't care, bro, but like actually really cares about what like social media stuff?
I can see that.
Great call, Brett.
Because the last like 2 years or so of Brooks kind of rise to stardom all while being like I don't give a fuck guy, but secretly has like 3 burner accounts and gives a fuck.
He's a great suspect for somebody that would reply to his own tweet, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I didn't switch accounts.
Dude, he's got a little Kevin Durant in him. He also puts off the vibe. He'd be like, I don't read the comments. I don't even like check Twitter. And it's like, oh, you definitely read the comments. I don't even read the subreddit, whatever.
I've seen Brooks shirtless on 4th of July on his photo that he put on Twitter with his girlfriend or fiance, wife, whatever she is. And I've seen Dylan after a pump. I'm sorry, Dylan's bigger than Brooks.
Not really. He's thick. He's thicker than I am. Like he's got some girth to him.
I think he's shedding.
He's just not cut.
He's shedding right now.
Yeah, he's not cut. That's what his body. He's just like he's got linebacker body, not defensive back body.
I just think he gets too much credit for being like the most in shape dude on tour. I'm taking Rory against Brooks at this point in terms of just like fighting.
Yeah, but before Bryson beefed up, I would have said Brooks was probably the strongest guy on tour. Just doesn't look the best with his shirt off.
So that's a great question. Who is actually the stronger of the two, Bryson or Brooks?
Dude, doesn't Bryson have like 40 or 50 pounds on him?
Yeah, but like Bryson apparently, if you believe what he says, doesn't do he's not doing bench press. Like he's doing like machines and cables and stuff. So I don't know if you put him under a bench if he'd be able to 1 rep max Brooks, but it wouldn't shock me if he could.
Who wins in an arm wrestling match?
Probably Bryson.
Probably Bryson, man.
Bryson all day.
Low center of gravity.
He's just so thick.
We got Brooks just shooting his gun into the ceiling after he loses.
Dude, the most in shape. I think Rory's in better shape than both of them. Like as far as just overall. Don't count out Scott Stallings. Scott Stallings, he is low key the most jacked guy on tour. He had some health condition where he got to get on like testosterone replacement, and he is now just like a total workout freak. I think he's even an on-it athlete technically, so he's like all into the kettlebells and shit. But Bryson's just a mound of volume, just voluminous.
He's a balloon. Like he's a blimp at this point. That's just like walking around a golf course, just drinking protein shake in people's faces.
And he's not finished. Like he wants to add more.
What? Even if like, is there an actual concern that Bryson is doing steroids? That's why I'm concerned, or I'm confused as to why Brooks is even entering this conversation.
I have not heard that allegation. I would think Bryson would be smart enough to know that like if he puts on 40 pounds of muscle, people are going to ask questions, and like I don't even know what the tour's testing policy is, but like, that might be a red flag and he might get tested or something. But he's also like tone deaf enough to think that the tour would hide a positive test from him,
Given how much they've gotten out of him for the last few weeks, I mean, they'd be well served to just make him go play baseball for a year.
It's not that crazy to think that they would cover that up.
Imagine Bryson just absolutely raking in the minors. Actually, he couldn't be. They canceled that shit. So
You making an MJ joke reference there?
yeah,
Is that what that was?
He was.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't think he's
Yeah,
on
I mean,
steroids.
no, he's not on steroids, but it is very difficult to add that much weight that quickly. Like it's very, very difficult. Like good weight.
whatever. I'm
If
out.
he
on
keeps
doing this.
I was wondering how y'all would fall on the Brooks versus Bryson because I don't recall either of you guys. I know you guys were out on Brooks. I didn't know where you were on Bryson necessarily.
I'm
out
not
on
here.
both.
Go ahead, Dylan.
I'm out on both, but if I have to pick a horse in this race, I'm a Brooks guy in this particular battle. I like a little pettiness in my athlete. You know, if he's gonna subtweet Bryson, you know, I don't hate it.
If I'm just here for the show, if I'm here for the entertainment value, I'm all in on Bryson right now. If I actually want to hang out with somebody in person and be around somebody, it's going to be Brooks every single time. But there's also just something I understand where you're coming from, Dylan, with the pettiness thing. I do think it's good to have some pettiness in you when you're a competitor. But for some reason, I think Brooks is just his bits have just worn thin on me at this point. And I don't believe that on Independence Day that he was just sitting around eating like Japanese steak. I think he probably went to the grocery store or maybe even just like a Valero down the street, like a gas station, and picked up some supplies for a burger.
Some one-handed burgers.
Yeah, and I don't get Brooks's. I don't really understand where he's coming from with this stuff. Like, is he trying to be like the Mr. International with his like steak takes and things like that, or is he trying to be the strong guy? Like, choose a lane and stay in it.
Dude, I think he is just pure stir the pot, throw it out there content, which I like. I don't mind the Bryson show. Like, I obviously like watching him, hit piss missiles. But Brooks, I love that Brooks goes out there. He takes some shots at Rory last season. Like, I love that about him. That he's just not another boring doing AT&T sponsored posts on his Instagram kind of golfer at Jordan Spieth. Sorry.
The one thing I do like about Bryson, though, is he clearly wants to do this because he wants to be good at golf. And he's doing it as an investment in himself. And he's clearly driven to get bigger and to hit the ball further and to win tournaments. Whereas I don't like Brooks' attitude of like, oh, yeah, I don't even practice. It's like, okay, sick, dude. Like, that's kind of insulting to everybody else that's like a peer to you or to kids who like might have a dream of doing it. It's just lame to me. I just hate it.
He's the true bad boy.
The guy's a douche. Like, that's pretty hard to deny that Brooks Koepka is just a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Bryson's not as douchey, but I don't know, man. It might be the media's fault, but I've had too much Bryson.
I like
Bryson's more of a tool. Brooks is more of a douche.
100%.
That's very fair.
Yeah. I like having my friends to have a little douche and a little tool in them no matter what, like the right amount. Like I like to have it sprinkled in. But I think Brooks is just trending too much. But maybe behind closed doors, he just sprinkles it and he doesn't just like throw it in your face. Should we do this weekend in fun?
Is it time?
I mean,
you never ask,
dude. Of course it's time. And not as always, but as of recently, yes, it's presented by none other than Miller High Life. You guys aware that Miller High Life brings pride to the simple things in life? It's an unpretentious quality beer with refreshing champagne-like tiny bubbles in an iconic glass bottle that's accessible to all. Name a more classic beer out there than a Miller High Life. Name a better Super Bowl commercial than the shortest Super Bowl commercial ever done where they just went, High Life. I just love it
all time.
All time. It's just a classic. You get done. I mean, I don't know what it feels like to mow a lawn, but I imagine that if I did mow lawns, that I would get done doing it and be like, man, I could go for a Miller High Life right now.
It's the perfect mowing lawn beer.
Yeah, just a real casual, just one.
Dave and or Dylan,
High Life.
Whoever mows your lawn today, I'll just come over and do it.
I mean, I do need to mow my lawn today, so
Brett is desperate for a tan that he's willing to mow lawns.
I'll bring the High Life. I'll pop top. I'll mow the lawn, and then we'll crush a couple High Lifes on the patio after.
Ooh.
You guys know
I
that
don't hate
this
it.
summer, Miller High Life will raise a can to celebrate summer's simple moments with their limited edition champagne cans. Dave bought some of these the other day, and I have to say, as far as an aesthetically pleasing beer goes, they knocked it out of the park with these things.
It's easily the most aesthetically pleasing can going right now. I just love if you catch me at Warzone playing Warzone at like 10:30 at night, there's a great chance my side piece is a Miller High Life champagne can, limited edition.
Your side piece, huh?
Yeah, it's in the little champagne.
The champagne of beers. Oh, love it. Miller High Life, as we said, is the champagne of beers. It's a quality beer within everyone's reach, created to bring pride to the simple things in life. It's an iconic brand that you can be proud to hold. You guys know that these guys have been around since 1903, and they started on New Year's Eve. What a cause for celebration that is. But, this summer, Miller High Life, as we said, they're releasing the limited edition special champagne cans to celebrate summer's special, simple moments. Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, a quality beer within everyone's reach. Dylan, what are you doing this weekend?
I will start it off. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm on lockdown. I'm self-quarantining. The homie and I, he's going to be missing his mom because he's staying with me for 7 days in a row, and we're just going to be chilling at the crib, man. I mean, I'm not kidding. We are not leaving. I'm going to have groceries delivered to me. We might try and sneak away on Friday morning and go see if we can get a pool session. There are 2 pools in my neighborhood. And if I feel like if I go on early on Friday, there won't be anybody there. But we're gonna have to play that by ear, see how it goes. That's all I have, man. I have absolutely nothing.
Something tells me you're gonna be playing some Call of Duty this weekend.
I may be just getting slaughtered in Call of Duty all weekend long. Yeah.
If you wanna squad up and make a team, you Parks and I could probably be pretty even across the board in terms of skill level.
Can you imagine us 3 on the sticks together as a team?
Dude. One hit and I'm just going everywhere. It's done.
Where's it coming from?
What are you doing this weekend?
Anyway, that's it for me.
It's funny. I know a guy who played with Dylan recently, and apparently Dylan's strategy, he just runs around with a riot shield. He's a riot shield guy in Warzone.
Man,
what does that mean?
If I
out there, me.
All right, so it's you can get it to a riot shield. It's bulletproof. You hold it up in front of you, and it's bulletproof. It protects you, but you can also use it to hit people with. So I'll be in a room with someone, and I'll have an assault rifle out, and he just standing there in the corner with a riot shield. What do? I can't shoot this guy, and he just runs up to me and beats me to death with this.
Dude, I would 100% do that.
What do you do? I don't have a grenade to throw at him. It's terrible, man.
So the riot shield is in lieu of gun. So you have a gun, but you switch. You have two weapons. You switch to the riot shield. So you basically your only move is to protect yourself or melee, and it's very effective if you don't have anybody who creeps up behind you and executes you.
Now that I know, just sit in a corner and protect yourself with a shield, I'm 100% just doing that every time. Why would I bother learning to be good at the game?
I love that.
I feel like a grenade launcher would take you out though. Still, I don't know. I've never tried it, but
C4 is a good one.
Okay. Yeah, just pre-workout.
Yeah. Come on, that's good. Oh, my weekend, I'd probably what Dylan just said, minus the pool thing. Oh, UFC 251, great card. Saturday night, you got Jorge Masvidal. I think we talked about this a little bit on Monday. Taking on Kamaru Usman. That's going to be good. And there's some other great fights on there. You got Aldo, who's the legend, versus Peter Yan, Max Holloway, Volkanovski. It's going to be great. Going to be a great card. Definitely worth dropping some money on. I cannot wait till we can watch these fights together again. That's so fun.
It is.
In Fight Island in Dubai, is it, Dave?
It's either Dubai or UAE. I think it's Dubai. Dubai tends to be the more lit.
That's what I've heard. But yeah, Besides for mowing Dylan's lawn and Dave's lawn, I'll maybe try to get like a driving range session in at some point just to get out of the house in the morning. Other than that, I got nothing.
You just go work on your short game, dog.
And my bird dogs.
Yeah, this weekend, just like you guys, got a whole big bag of nothing. Austin's pretty shut down, so I don't really see myself doing too much early morning wake-ups for some EPL games. And outside of that, I think just doing a lot of chilling. I did start a career mode in FIFA, so now that I'm a manager, I'm just snatching up players left and right.
What's your manager?
Big time.
My manager name?
Yeah.
It's a play on my name. I didn't want to use my own name because I thought that was lame, so I called him Fritz Williams.
Nice.
Not a bad name.
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, I know. He's a hottie too, dude. I'm the hottest manager in the EPL right now. All I do in every press conference is toss on an oatmeal sweater and sit down and answer questions. It's great.
You're just a smoke show of a manager.
Yeah, they have no way of making the characters that you create uglier. Like they're all good looking people, like objectively, and you can't make them look like very, very like you. And so I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna be a hot, like, kind of Latin or Spanish dude. Sure enough, I am.
Yeah, that was the move.
Yeah, you can't even go full beard. It's just 5 o'clock shadow only. Dave, did you make your guy in Call of Duty based on you? Because you look just like him.
So no, I didn't. That was the character. I don't know. He's like some kind of Ukrainian mercenary or something. And he just happens to kind of look like me. But I'm now rolling with a different dude who's like an Asian. He's some special ops guy named Ronan. And he kind of looks like John Cena. So that's my guy now. I don't look anything like him. You might be surprised to learn that I don't look like a Asian special ops guy who looks like John Cena.
How do you know what John Cena looks like when you can't actually see it?
That's a great point.
We'll do some Brett's breaking news. It's been a while.
It has been a while, guys. I'm happy to be here. I have a little choose your own adventure for you today. Will, do you want to go? PGA Tour golf, Circling Back podcast, or Oregon?
Ooh, Dave and I have been riding hard for Oregon lately. Let's start off with Oregon.
Well, Will and Dave, in Portland, a man was arrested for stealing a car after he ran it into a woman driving another stolen car.
I didn't know Oregon had this hard of people.
Sources say 2 stolen cars, and they just happened to crash into each other, and that's how they got them both in one foul swoop.
It's been
They
so
got
long.
both of them.
Saying both.
This sounds like a rom-com that Will would watch 100 times.
No, this sounds like the homie in GTA.
Dave, it's not a meet cute. They're going to jail.
Strangers in the night, stealing cars, lovers.
Yeah, I don't think they fell in love after they crashed into each other. That's
There's
a wild
still time.
story.
Hard to say.
Dylan, the Ryder Cup was postponed until 2021 officially today.
You hate to hear that.
And furthermore, after that, the Ryder Cup has been postponed a year every year now.
Oh,
They're just pushing the whole damn thing back.
So now we're going odd years for Ryder Cups.
so what's up? with
Weird.
Are they switching that too?
The 2022 one at Quail Hollow is officially switched.
To 20.
And the 2021 one switched to 2022. Unclear if they are going forward in years of 2 as well.
What about the one at Quail Solid?
Will, come on, man.
It's hard to say. I don't exactly know about Quail Solid.
Man, I look forward to their fan-friendly process for obtaining Ryder Cup tickets next time around. Man, it's just the easiest. It's completely fan-friendly, and it's not like in any way a rigged system.
It worked for me once. Sold them.
F you.
Also, the 2029 Ryder Cup, I don't know if that was announced, but it's at Hazeltine. I feel like 9 years is just kind of too long to forecast things. But shouts to Hazeltine. I've heard it's awesome.
Yeah, it does seem like a long time to forecast it out, but I guess it makes sense. You got to get prepped.
Dude, it's like when
Climate
these big college football programs will schedule a home and home in like 2032. It's like, oh, cool. Hope I'm alive to watch that.
Yeah, and like, dude, it's kind of a bummer. Texas won't go to LSU this year. I mean, they might, but like, who knows?
If it happens.
We're not. I mean, let's say this: it's a bummer that if they do go, none of us are going. I was 100% going to try to go to that game before coronavirus hit, and now it's like, man, that would have been the best.
And then some circling back news. A tweet went out recently, as in like an hour ago, that said, describe your favorite circling back moment, comma, as boring as possible. Would you guys like to hear some of the responses, of which there are many?
Ooh, yes.
I scheduled that tweet. I forgot that I scheduled it.
Man, I'm glad you did. We got stupid responses. Dylan thinks he can survive a volcanic eruption.
Yeah.
That's
That's
true.
true.
You can.
Dave finds a dog.
That is also true.
Enzo.
Dave imitates a reptile.
Okay.
That happened on this very podcast.
None of these are boring. Like all of these are like compelling.
The description, though, pretty boring.
Yeah, imagine
Definitely.
you actually imitating a reptile, Dave, not a gardener snake named Dave. Much different impressions there.
It's true.
Colleague's gut biome is in poor health. I don't know if that's Dave or Dylan.
Yeah, at this point, we're not sure what it is.
Probably me.
That wedding in California.
Hmm.
Who got married? Oh, yeah. Shouts to me.
Valerio.
Shouts to the OC.
Oh,
Bless it.
dude, these
And,
all. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Dave. These sound lit. There's nothing boring that happens on this podcast.
they're all good. They're just all good. Dylan tried to dunk.
That was pre circling back, but I mean, as long as people are still talking about it, I'm happy. We
Good
do have
times.
one thing. We do have one announcement before we head out today. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Video man Randy Savage will be doing a Reddit AMA on Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Reddit.com/r/circling back. I think. Maybe Circling Back Podcast. Just Google Circling Back Reddit. Randy's doing an AMA. He's probably is Randy. I'm kind of worried that Randy's going to sink the company. Does anyone have any?
We talked about that.
Like somebody's going to ask him like a very official question about the company, and he's not going to realize that he probably shouldn't answer that question, and then all of a sudden, like the feds are knocking on the door, or solar.
Yeah,
panels.
maybe we should have him run his answers through us first.
Like I'm going to have him just like telephone his answers into me, and I will type them out.
Oh, and keep an eye out for a column on Friday.
Yeah, Brett's teasing.
I'm just teasing something.
We'll see. Anything else?
Let's
Let's get out of here.
It was a pretty good episode, I think.
I mean,
See,
being at home is not ideal, but you know what? Now that we're skilled in this, I don't feel as bad about doing it. And everyone stay safe out there this weekend.
I still hate it, for the record.
Well, yeah,
Bye.
I mean, we'd all obviously rather be in person, Dylan. Say bye again.
Bye.
Shut up. Bye.